Merry Christmas, everyone. It should be Christmas Day where you are and when you're seeing this, so I want everyone to know that no matter where you're from, what you're doing today in America, it's a national holiday, so just taking that in mind, I hope everyone has a happy holidays, whether you're spending it with your family or whether you're just simply eating some Chinese food. I wish you the best Christmas you could possibly have. So I've brought you a Naya Dino combo deck that is full of stocking stuffers. So from my family to yours, have a wonderful Christmas, and let's get right into the deck. Well, the land base starts off with quite a few basics here. We do have 4 forests, 2 mountains, and 4 plains. The rest of the land base is made up of quite a few cycle lands here. We do have 6 cycle lands. We have 3 of the sheltered thickets and then 3 of the scattered groves. Then 4 root-bound crags and 4 sun petal grove. Now that leaves us with only the singleton copy of scattered ground or scavenger grounds here, and then that pretty much rounds out the land base. Now, in our 1-drop slot, we do have Kinjali's Collar. A lot of people don't really like this card, but I needed it for the turn 3 Aegisaur alphas. So a turn 1 Kinjali's Collar into Drover of the Mighty on turn 2 will give us a turn 3 Aegisaur alpha, which is really hard to deal with. So if they couldn't deal with these in the first place, there's no way they're going to deal with a turn 3 Aegisaur alpha, and that pretty much just kind of takes over the game from there. So that's one of our better draws if we can get it to go off. The second reason I like it is because of how much red deck is in the meta. Now granted, Earthshaker Kenra is going to make this thing stop or not block, but the other smaller creatures can't get through. A lot of the 2/3s can't get through it, so it's just a really good blocker and buys us a little bit of extra time. Now, the other 1-drops, we have Commune with Dinosaurs as a 4 of in the deck, as we're looking for some specific dinosaurs, and sometimes we need to dig a little bit to get a hold of those. And then the last one is Dual Shot. Now, rounding out the 1-drops here, Dual Shot was really useful and ended up actually taking the spot of one of the utility spots in the deck, as it's kind of needed to make the combo go off with a little bit more smoothness, I would say. Originally this spot was taken by Blossoming Defense to kind of protect the combo. However, it seemed that if you just wait one more turn and play the combo 1 turn later, you could just make it go off with the Dual Shot. So this is an extra way to get a couple additional +1/1 counters on your walking ballistas and things of that nature. So Raptor Hatchling, once you start getting +1/1 counters on Raptor Hatchling, you can start putting pings into it, and then pings into Raptor Hatchling can kind of get out of hand. You can start then making extra 3/3s, which will then get additional +1/1 counters, and they have trample, and then things get really out of hand. Drover of the Mighty, this is just another way for us to get into that higher curve that we have in the deck. Also, you know, it can be that late game beater, but that's not really what we're looking for unless we start putting some major 1/1 counters on it. The 3-drop slot is kind of slacking. We kind of really want to be setting up or playing a 4 mana or 5 mana card on 3. If we can get off the initial start here with Kinjali's Collar and the Drover of the Mighty, that can allow us to put down a Ripjaw Raptor on 3, leaving up Savage Stomp for an immediate card draw and kill. Really powerful opener, even if you don't hit the Aegisaur Alpha. And then the Bellowing Aegisaur combo with Walking Ballista can kind of get out of hand. The more I got to playing it, originally we wanted 4 Bellowing Aegisaurs, but then I started realizing that you actually want 1 Bellowing Aegisaur down and 2 Walking Ballistas. Is the way the combo seems to work better when you're on a go wide strategy. Now that is a really hard combo to hit, but it is a little bit smoother to hit with the curve by starting with a Walking Ballista on 2, throwing down a Bellowing Aegisaur, and then following up with another Walking Ballista. So Bellowing Aegisaur definitely, you know, the heart of the combo here. You gotta protect this card, even if you need to wait an additional turn so that you can keep up a Savage Stomp, or so that you can keep up something along the lines of Dual Shot or something. That might be the route to go. But I have got off a Dual Shot on a Bellowing Aegisaur and a Ripjaw Raptor, and that feels really, really good to draw an additional card, put a +1/1 counter on all of your creatures, and then from there you get to start following it up with pings towards, you know, your smaller raptor hatchlings and things like that, which create more tokens, and then things can really, really start to get out of hand. So the deck, a lot of stay power. You don't have to get in early. Build a wall, set up until you're so big that only a board wipe could stop you. Now, in the sideboard, we do have some ways to protect ourselves. We've got Blossoming Defense to help protect the combo. We've got some Spidery Grasp to help protect the combo and give us a bigger body so that we can put even more +1/1 counters if we need to go that route. Now, this is a 3-mana spell, but it allows most of our dinosaurs to get big enough to survive a hit from Glorybringer and block Glorybringer. So that's the reason this was picked, because we want to get that enraged trigger and we want to be able to trade with a Glorybringer. So you know, the Spidery Grasp, absolutely wonderful card right there. And then we have a couple copies of a Braid for dealing with those artifacts that are really, really common in the meta right now, like GPG, or even Oketra's Monument starting to get some play, or starting to get play again. Kanjali's Sunwing here to help slow down those fast decks. Also gives us a flyer. You start putting +1/1 counters on your flyer, you're really doing something there. And then Rampaging Ferocidon. Now, Rampaging Ferocidon had to be in the sideboard because we have this combo where we create a lot of creatures out of the main board if we start pinging our Raptor hatchlings. So Rampaging Ferocidon in the sideboard, and then Deathgorge Scavenger in the sideboard as well to help give us a way to gain a few extra points of life and to dig at that graveyard to help, you know, buy us a little additional time right there. And then if we need the trample, we bring in the Carnage Tyrant. If we need to go against, you know, a control deck, we bring in the Carnage Tyrant. Anything that doesn't have board wipe, we bring in the Carnage Tyrant. So Carnage Tyrant, awesome, awesome card. Great card if you need to make sure that you're going to get it to land. If you land this and somehow still have the combo on the line, that is game over. Have a good one. So that is the deck. I hope you guys like it. I hope everyone is having an absolute wonderful day with your family. If you're not with your family, then at least call them, do something, spend some time with your family, and have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas.